Take a look at that. This actually has trees growing through part of the structure. And that is a real tree. That is not something that's put there as like a proper decoration. Hey everyone, this video is going to be all about roadside finds. Today I'm currently traveling in North Carolina, and I'm going to show you some things that are cool, unique, interesting, and abandoned. And our first location is right here, Cherokee Fun Park. This is a go-kart slash mini golf fun center that last time I saw was active in 2015, because they do have a Facebook page that I found, and the last activity was back in the summer of 2015. Now the sign here does state Labor Day weekend it was open, but I don't believe that was true. The place is pretty much run down and starting to get overgrown and dilapidated. So we're going to take a quick walk around here, show you what's left of it, and then we'll check out some other spots in the area. So if you're ready, come along with me. So I'm not sure what this was here. It almost resembles like a bumper boat area, but not entirely sure. Inside though was an arcade and like ice cream slash snack shop. And there's supposed to be like a circular go-kart track back there and a mini golf area. So we're just gonna peek around and see what we find. It's not posted at all. There's nothing saying that we can't be here. So if you do happen to come here, just be respectful of the property. I think they had several water features here too that culminated into like a little pond here. Here's looking inside. It's hard to see, but just some equipment in there and stuff like that. Looks like they're maybe doing some remodeling. So here's part of the go-kart track. Looks like they probably stored the go-karts in that garage there, which they may or may not be in there. They can see some, looks like go-kart tires and the outlining of where they used to be. So it looks like it was a decent track. They had a little bridge and tunnel area. So right there looks like they had a little waterfall that went right next to the track, but we're going to keep walking down and go under the little bridge here, and I think on the other side we'll find the mini golf course and another go-kart track. I think they had more than one here. Low bridge, have to duck. So here we have another go-kart track. This one much more impressive. Oh, there's a little bunny right in front of me here. This one is more like a roller coaster track. It's got some bank turns and multiple levels. So that one's probably pretty fun to ride on. And right in the middle here is the mini golf course, so we'll check that out in a minute. Not in great condition, but still something. It looks like the carts would have been lined up under here. There's some steps here though. Let's see if we take a quick peek of the track here. Alright, so this is pretty neat. This would be a really fun track to drive on. It's just like a spiral all the way down. And it goes up even higher, but pretty neat though. Alright, so the last part here to check out quickly is the mini golf course. Looks like it was a pretty good one at one point. Different features here. It looks like they had a little cave area and a pond. That looks pretty neat though. Probably was one of the better ones to play on back in the day. So here's a little cave area. Looks like it was one of the holes were in here. This resembles Leahy Family Fun Park in Scranton. They have a cave like this too. And here we have all the posts for the different holes, part 4, part 2. And it looks like this is where you come to get your golf balls, golf club. Mini golf rolls. So it's a little shack here where you come to get your supplies. Looks like here you'd come to get your little scorecards, and it has golf course sign and for some reason clothing inside, but that's all it is, just a little shack for handing out the golf clubs and balls and scorecards. And right here we have a little teepee, which is a part of the hole's wall as well that you can walk through. Fits the town though, as this is called Cherokee Fun Park in Cherokee, North Carolina. So and we have a little, like, I don't know if it's a farmhouse or a barn. It looks pretty cool though. Looks like something's been living underneath it. Now, if you look in the distance there, this is up behind the go-kart track and the waterfall. Looks like another mini golf course as well. Has a drawbridge and some other elements. But there are some guys working nearby at a garage here, and I don't want to get too close, so we're just going to admire it from a distance. Something I just spotted too, if you guys can make these out, you know what these are, right? Train tracks. Looks like they had a little children's train ride that came around here. Probably similar to the type you see at carnivals, the little portable train, electric train that goes around. That's pretty neat though, you can see the outline around the whole thing here. And that would have been the loading station right there. Pretty neat. Alright, so apparently this was not just any ordinary train, it was the Doodlebug train. I'll see if I can find a picture of that and I'll overlay it on the video here. Cherokee Fun Park Doodlebug train rolls. That's probably just another electric train, but themed like a little doodlebug. And I want to run around this nice little track section here, and had a water feature next to it and some other views. Okay, so that's a quick look at Cherokee Fun Park. Gotta say, it's a really beautiful place here with the background, not the background, but the surrounding area with the mountains around it and the theming, the water features and everything else. It looked like it was probably a pretty beautiful spot to come to with your families. I don't know the reason why it closed. If I do find out, I will share it in the video. But we're gonna move on to our next roadside find, so come along with me. So one thing that there is an overabundance of down here in Cherokee is little small themed motels, and our first one is right here, the Wigwam Motel, and it has the teepee shape with the neon lettering. I believe it's still in business. It's very small, but looks like a nice little cozy spot. But I do love the sign though. It'd be neat to see at nighttime. But there's numerous ones like these down here, so we'll be checking them out along our way. So our next stop is just down the road from the Wigwam Motel, and we have the Pink Motel. And this one really catches my eye because not only of the shape of it, but as you can tell, there's a ferry up there, but I'm pretty sure there's no affiliation with Tinkerbell. But it is partially lit up right now. The legs are lit up pink, which is pretty neat. And the name is appropriate because, well, it's a pink motel. Another nice little area to stay at down here in Cherokee, but the sign is really vintage and nostalgic looking, and really something you don't see nowadays with modern motels, hotels. Even in Pennsylvania, where I'm from, stuff like this is far gone. Very seldom see anything like this. And here's the backside of it. I would really love to see this at nighttime. It's completely outlined in neon. Obviously it's going to be different colors too, but really something else to see. If I was to stay at a place down here, it'd probably be this one, and sad to say, it'd probably be a lot to do with it, with the sign, just because it really grabs your attention down here. So, and there's quite a few cars here, so I'm guessing it's working. It looks like it's pretty clean and kept up as well. So our next stop down the road here is the Cherokee Trader. Another really awesome vintage neon sign. This one is lit up, if you could tell. The Cherokee Indian himself is flashing off and on. And on the same building, they got a really nice mural here. And I believe this is just a little general store here, but they're really doing their job to get your attention to stop by and check it out. And while you're down here, you can even stop here and mine for some gold and rubies. With this giant water tank flowing into a pot of rubies and gems and diamonds. It says, pan for gold. It says, Striker Rich, Smoky Mountain Gold and Ruby Mine. Alright, next stop here is a really tiny motel just down the road here from Harrah's Cherokee Casino. But there's something special about this one. So I pan over. Take a look at that. This actually has trees growing through part of the structure. And that is a real tree. That is not something that's put there as like a proper decoration. Unbelievable. It's pretty much blocking the catwalk right there. And there's actually multiple trees growing through. They would have had to have built this around the trees when they were small, I'm guessing. And then the trees grew over time and pretty much took over. But that is incredible. Yeah, you can see they built like the roof line right around it. The railing goes right around it. This place is really, really bad shape. It is posted and it looks like it's pretty secure. All the doors are padlocked. But how often do you get to see that though? Actually, looks like this was someone's bed here at one time. Got some empty beer cans. And I can't see in the rooms, but I do smell like must and mold. But look at, here's the trees. These are huge trees too. I'll put my hand against this so you can see for size, but these are gigantic. I don't know why they would have built it like this. But, you know, if the trees keep growing, it's going to compromise the structural integrity of the building. But that is something I've never seen before. And I had to share it with you guys. And here's a closer look. The tree is gigantic. It's dead now, but I just really can't understand why they would have built it like that, because you'd have to walk around it to get to your room, you know? Like, even that one. It's taken up most of the space. So you don't have much room for your bags or anything else. Really bizarre. You see it is posted in various areas, and pretty much every single room has a padlock on it, so can't get in it, but it was worth sharing just because of those trees itself. So probably the first of its kind and last of its kind that I'll ever be able to see or to show you guys, so it's definitely worth checking out. Okay, our next stop is another motel, and this time we're at the Camino Motel. Complete with pool and winners stay here. This one's even more beautiful than the other ones too. It's all stone lined and it has a nice pool over here, but the sign and the name itself really something else. The El Camino, it's hard to tell, but it's actually green neon. The motel is red, obviously, and the pool's not lit up. But another awesome sign, though. I really can't get enough of these. So next to the sign, you'll find a really nice in-ground pool over here. It's one of the best ones I've ever seen for a motel. Definitely would consider staying here if I was in the area. And it's really well kept, as well as the whole property, landscaping, the building and the rooms, and the main office. And in case you're wondering, the air is cold. So that's a quick look at the El Camino Motel. Okay, very last stop here today is the Cherokee Veterans Park. It's a nice little area here in town that has a few little items to check out, including this giant tank. But if you come here, remember, no climbing on the tank. And keep off the grass. A lot of strict rules. And here's what you see along the road, Cherokee Veterans Park. So over here we got, looks like a pair of cannons, if that's what they are, and a statue bust right there, and then a bear in the background painted like the American flag. Here we have a little monument area with, looks like veterans' names that were probably killed in action. Oh yeah, it says it right there. Nice little memorial area here, and in the far background is that bear I was telling you about, which is pretty awesome. It's pretty painted like the American flag, has a POW, MIA, and the eagle with the faces on it. That's really awesome. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you could do me a favor, comment down below and tell me what your favorite part of the roadside finds were today. For me, it was that pink motel with the Tinkerbell Ferry neon sign. That was really awesome. It's probably stood out the most to me. And aside from that was that motel with the trees growing through the porch. Those are my top two favorites, but we did see a lot of cool things today. Comment down below, tell me what you think. Any additional questions or thoughts, feel free to ask. If you enjoy this little adventure, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be alerted each time I upload a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you in the next video.